Fix it. What's wrong with it? The front is separate from the back? Probably the main issue. Good morning and welcome back to another video. In the past video, if you saw, you can see we split the tractor, but it was in the previous video. And in this video, we are hoping that we're gonna get everything fixed, and at the end of it, we will be driving it. So what we figured out in the past video, mostly we opened it to change these bearings over here. This one and this one. David has bought those two already. We showed it in the past video. This is the one that, is broken. Doesn't really sound the best. So yeah, that's the main one we're gonna be changing, but we also bought the other one. And we also broke this one or it broke, I don't know, but it is broken and we have to change this one. But David also said that it's okay to change it because it is worn out. So at the end of the day, maybe better that it broke so we can change it now and don't need to split it in half a year again and do this whole process, because I'm not the biggest fan of that process. So fixing everything at once now is gonna be better. And we're also gonna see if the clutch itself is still good. We did change it and we haven't driven it, so it should be still fine. But yeah, the reason why I'm explaining all of this is because David's voice is cracking and it does not sound the best. I don't know, he's not sick or anything, but maybe the cold or something affected it. So yeah, that's why I'm explaining it. I hope I explained it good enough for you. And yeah, so let's get started. David's gonna take this rod is called the thing, right? Or no, this rod out, and then we're gonna take this one. This one is the easy one, the clutch basket or something. I don't know how it's called. This is easy, it's just on 6 bolts, and this one, I don't know, it's a bit more complicated. But the good thing is that David also saw in some other tutorials that I think something of these things is moving, that one, and ours is solid, so at least that's not broken. Okay, so let's get to work.
Look, this is the jiggle. That's the jiggle. This is what I wanted to show you. This one, yes, is obvious. That's the reason we're opening it. But this is also needs
that we did now, yeah.
This is this could like last a while. Look at how smooth that spins still.
But we have a new one, and this one is not moving.
This rod is nothing at all. No jiggles. I can punch through metal.
Is it broken?
Yep, in pieces.
Oh my!
That's what broke. The bearing is toast, but that's what broke. That's what went with smoke.
That was a new one though.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. New old.
At least it was not that expensive, I think.
13, 14 euros.
Ah, okay.
Oh, the other side's also fucked. That's why clutch wasn't working, I guess, because there was no clutch. This makes a nice decoration, something.
Yeah, we have 2 of those now.
Like maybe we make like a cheese plate or something. I don't know what to do with this, but this is like brand new.
We could make a clock, a watch.
Yeah, this would make a nice clock actually, yeah. It's not rusted even. No. That's how new it is. It's not even rusted.
Okay, let's get to that part now, the difficult one.
So that's going disconnected, now it can go. We needed more out. So we're inside. We're gonna now repair the clutch and the bearing. But first off, we're gonna do the clutch. So we broke that, or it was broken, it was fragile. Whatever the case is, we got a replacement. We got original. We're thinking about buying a new one, but the new ones are not anywhere near as good as the original. So we got an original replacement. So we're gonna take this one apart and change just the casting. I will check the disc if the disc is better, but in theory the cracking and the wear on the disc is not so much, so we should be okay. But let's unscrew it all and take it off.
So we're using our old bottom and new top?
Yeah.
Good.
But now comes the hard part. Ours are way more worn down. They're flat with this connection here. These are pretty much barely used. Yeah, like ours has barely any meat on it.
Meat?
Yeah. How are we gonna squeeze it down? So the next step is to take off the bearing. This bearing needs to come off for the whole thing to deassemble. So we need to pull this. Even though this bearing is perfectly fine, we're not changing it. We still have to pull it off, which I find really a bad design, because simply just pulling that bearing off, then you wouldn't even need to take this whole thing apart. You could just pull that bearing off and be done. But in this case, it needs to be all taken apart. Take this bearing off, then it comes apart. Then you're able to take off only the bearing. Very, very smart design. But okay, I got this bearing puller, but this is way too small. So I went to the neighbors and got a bigger one. So let's hope that it works good. Ah, okay. That was unnecessary, and you should always, well, read the manual. He said if I'm reading the manual, and I said no, because it's all in Russian. So I didn't read the manual, which would have helped me to tell me that these are not bearings you can pull off. These are pressure bearings, and all you need to do is to secure this and slap this with a hammer, and it just pops out. And same way you put it in, but other way around. So yeah, he said you can easily take this off without damaging the bearings, because I was thinking if I put so much pressure on this outer shell, I'm probably gonna damage it. So yeah, good that I did not continue putting pressure or got bigger tools to keep this bearing fresh, because the original bearings I wanna keep. So let's go to the garage, barn, workshop, and see if we can get this out easily. And rest with the same with the other thing. Good.
Oh wait, the whole thing comes off?
Should. the bearing assembly is assembled. We finished that yesterday, all done, ready to go inside. And we also picked up, the other day we picked up the clutch. We bought a clutch assembly, was deassembled, and most of it is all, you know, pretty rusted, but this was the important part, cast iron top, so we got that one replaced. And it has the original little feet, which are a lot less worn than ours was, a lot less. These are pretty good condition. But we have a problem with one of these, which are holding it all together. This one here, the bolt is stripped and the thing is stripped up a bit as well. So together that creates it. As soon as you let the pressure go, it just pops the bolt off. So we need to go get those ones. Maybe we'll get all three of them changed, but those two are holding good, so in theory not necessary. But this one we could just go and get a new one. It's just the driving to the city today, beautiful weather. Want to get it all done and assembled. But let's go get started with that one, and then we'll see if we go to the city quickly or where we go to get the part. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna go easy and we can quickly remember how we assembled it. So everything is assembled, everything's ready, the bearings are on, the clutch assembly is all on, and now we can literally just push it back, attach it, and then we have to adjust the clutch. The clutch all needs adjusting towards the bearings, the little feet need to be adjusted against the bearing, and yeah, so hopefully it goes back easy, but this is usually the hard part. Just fighting a rock. Wait.
Okay.
Got it?
No. Careful.
It moved. But
can we put something like a weight to hold that down?
ready?
Yeah. 3, 2.
Oh, careful. No, that's falling back.
The car?
Yes, it's sliding more and more back. Look at your gap.
Careful. No, stop.
What?
No.
Oh. Try to go a bit center.
Stop.
And this doesn't align either. At all.
Careful. Wait.
The